How can one song feel like discovering an old friend again? I'm having that Ratatouille moment where watching this is just like, oh my god, it feels like I'm young again watching Nichijou, man. Now, from what I remember, the spring anime OPs was one of the most stacked in terms of like anime openings for a very, very long time. I can't remember a lot of the summer anime OPs, so we're going to have to see if it can match up to spring, but it's got to do a lot because spring, holy shit, was that so fucking good.
But before we get to more summer anime openings, I wanted to talk about today's sponsor, Anchor Panic. Anchor Panic is a sci-fi turn-based strategy RPG where players command a team of AIMS operators fighting existential threats. There's a bunch of anime girls to choose from with different skills, allowing you to create a unique team composition that can affect the outcome of the battle. The engaging gameplay, high-quality anime-style designs, and battle animation come together to create amazing 3D visuals that keep your eyes glued to the screen. Damn, Karanisa got some pretty good visual assets. Don't tell my wife. You can pick up and play in an instant with easy-to-learn mechanics and get lost in its beautifully written story. The game is available on iOS, Android, and PC. You can even link one account between mobile and PC so you can have your anime girls with you all the time. Anchor Panic has just launched and is open for download right now. So if you want exclusive rewards like SSR characters, in-game currency, and recruitment tickets, click that link in the description right now. And you can join me in slaying aliens in this fresh new strategy RPG. Also, don't forget to redeem the gift code Garnt123 for even more rewards, guys. Thank you very much to Anchor Panic for sponsoring me today. And with that said, let's get back to some anime openings.
Let's start off somewhere in the middle. Kaiju number 8, second season opening. We have got a lot of second seasons. Oh, this one's by Aurora. It's so fucking weird to see, like, popular artists outside of Japan. I don't know what connections Kaiju number 8 has, but last year they had an opening, I believe, by Youngblood and an ending by someone else. I want to say Imagine Dragons. One Republic, that's So the second season opening is called You Can't Run From Yourself. Ooh, okay. I actually really like the vibe of this song. All right, bit of strings coming up in the background as well. Damn. Okay, starting things off pretty strong. First impressions was I like the song a lot better than OP1 actually. It's always interesting whenever a non-Japanese artist makes an anime opening because the vibe is just totally fucking different from the typical anime opening formula that you hear a lot of the times. And that almost didn't feel like an anime opening. You know what I mean? That had a vibe more similar to a Western TV show, not only in song, but also in the animation as well. I'm a big fan of Aurora. That kind of more mellow vibe with the anime opening. I kind of fuck with it. The CG, the different approach they used for this anime openings, very, very cinematic. That's a strong start. I'm gonna put that number 5. That is a pretty good benchmark. More like an esports tournament opening. No. Okay, let's check out the Gachiakuta anime opening. Ooh, okay. Yo, this is intense. All right. Holy yo, we are the trash king right now. The trashiest OP of the summer. I see what you did there. I mean, animation-wise, it wasn't too crazy compared to some of the other OPs that are normally present on the list. But conceptually, I actually really like the concept of this, where they didn't just go, even though this is an action shonen, they didn't just commit to putting a bunch of like cool looking action shots into it. They themed it around, obviously, what the song was like, which I think encapsulates the vibe of Gachiakuta perfectly. And just the imagery of taking these things and just breaking them apart and destroying them, and then at the end putting them back together. I'm like, okay. There's been some thoughts put into the concept of this OP. Literal trash. I like it a lot. I'm gonna put that at 8. I think we'll see how this develops. Keep asking for the Nukitashi OP. All right, I'm gonna double check that this is safe first. All right, seems Safe. What are you holding there? Why is it the black bars? This is an artistic choice, right? This is uncensored already. There's actually nothing behind this. Surely it's an ice cream, right? Oh, my aura farmer. The peak virginity aura farmer. Look at that shit. Okay, this looks like a wholesome anime. Okay, that's clearly you know, these two were just playing tag. Okay, they were just playing tag. That's it. And we're going full action in this one. All right, I see nothing wrong. Damn, why is this so well animated? Yep, see, just a nice, wholesome anime. Love Island, the anime, pretty much. All right, let's see the fragrant flower blooms. Garnt couldn't focus on the song. There was a song. Oh, this is gonna be Diabetes, the anime opening, isn't it? Ooh, I really like that shot. Okay, but how many motherfucking anime openings are going to have fucking sad boy walking with an umbrella to like an aesthetic background or something like that? Oh, Diabetes. Oh, such a sweet show. That was peak fantasy. That was a very, very standard romance anime OP. We've seen some anime OPs that take every trope from the shonen side of things, the shonen action side of things, and put that into an opening. This one was like a mishmash of every kind of like trope you see in the romance anime openings. The animation was very, very good, very, very wholesome, very, very sweet, but conceptually kind of just standard for me. I'm gonna put that honorable mentions. All right, dress up, darling. My goddess! My goddess! Oh, peak. They knew we wanted one thing and they're delivering it to us. Already, I like this concept so much more. They're like, we don't need Gojo. We don't need the men in this. We know what you're here for. And we're just going to make a shrine to this one thing. All right. I'm on board, bros. How many Marins do we need? How many Marins do we want? Give me all of the Marins. Give me all of them. Peak, guys, peak. Gojo got 4 shots total. That's all he needs, baby. The burger. All right, that's going up there. You can go number 6 right now. The concept of that opening was just, we give the people what they want. We know what you're looking for. Here is the shrine towards objectively best girl. I feel like looking at it is not enough interaction with this. I love this shit so much. How can I show how much I love this, man? The summer Hikaru died. This should be a little bit of a weirder vibe from what I remember. Alright, love the art direction of this. I mean, probably won't be able to tell that this is a horror anime, right? But f me, I love the song. This song is so upbeat for what the material of this anime is, man. Okay, I enjoyed that banger song. I think I'm not sure how to feel about that as an entire package, just because it was almost like the song was too hopeful for like a horror anime opening. And I get they try to like juxtapose hopeful songs, like this hopeful sound with some very creepy imagery. But when the chorus hit, I was like, okay, this is a complete dissonance now, where this does not sound at all like a horror anime opening. And this just sounds like Japan Billboard Top 100 song now, you know? It's weird because I like the song by itself. I like the animation by itself. Together, I'm not sure if that is the vibe that I would expect for a show like The Summer Hikaru Died. It wasn't as eerie as I wanted it to be, but there were a lot of aspects of that opening that I liked a lot. Some very interesting imagery. I think that goes number 10. Speaking of vibes, okay, Call of the Night Creepy Nuts is back after taking over the anime world for the past year. This is actually how I discovered Creepy Nuts, with the original Call of the Night. And out of everything except for the first Dandadan opening, their work on the original Call of the Night is still some of my favorite work that they've done in anime thus far. So very, very excited to see them come back for Call of the Night Season 2. Already 10 out of 10. Already 10 out of 10. Oh, just instant. Yo, turn that shit up, baby. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. I am so sold. Damn, the animation. that was like a shonen action animation, man. Song alone. That's probably my favorite so far. If we're judging on song alone, one thing that I just gotta say is that even though they have completely taken over, creating some of the most popular anime OPs to come out in recent times, you can't say that they don't sound completely unique. Even though so many of their songs are popular, they always have this unique take to them. I'm not a music expert, so I'm not sure if this is more like what genre of music, whether it's like more Latin America or just Latin vibes, Afrobeats kind of like space. I appreciate that they never stick to just one single genre and go for like one singular thing, and yet everything that they do just goes fucking hard, man. Let's go 3. I'm just realizing Cloverworks coming in with so many fucking bangers this season. Oh no. They're all grown up now. They grow up so fast. Oh god. Go on, Sakta. Go on. You're late for class. Well, that was more of an injection of nostalgia, seeing all the Bunny Girl Senpai characters all grown up now. It didn't really stand out too much. It's no Kimi no Se. That's what I'll say. But it's probably not going to end up on my list. But I feel like because the original Bunny Girl Senpai OP and ED are just so iconic now, this was always going to have a hard time competing with how much of a cultural impact the first 2 OPs and EDs had. The Fragrant Flower opening was also a little bit tropey, but god damn, was the animation of that fucking fantastic. Alright, what do we want next? Dandadan, Rent a Girlfriend. Alright, I'm seeing a lot of City the animation. Let's go for Shitty. Oh man. How can one song feel like discovering an old friend again? I'm having that Ratatouille moment where watching this is just like, oh my god, it feels like I'm young again watching Nichijou, man. Oh, it just feels, it's so simple, but just so effective. Oh man. Oh my god. Oh, it's just I needed to shut up a bit after seeing that. I don't know why. It wasn't like anything crazy happened or like the animation was like insane. It was just like watching that just gave me such an intense feeling of just a simpler fucking time. I don't know. I was like kind of getting like emotional. I want to watching that. I was like, God, I miss times like that, man. Didn't need to do anything crazy, but it just encapsulated that feeling so fucking well. And I really, really like the song as well. I think the song was a huge factor in why that was so powerful. Art style, the vibe of the whole opening in general, just, God, I like that. Simple, but effective. This, guys, this. Okay, whew. Back to reality. Wait, wait. Ain't no fucking way. Wait, are we really in 2025 right now? Hold up. Let him cook. Let him cook, guys. Oh my god. Ain't no way. Fucking hell, it's no longer even just a romance anime. They're like, now let's make this shit an isekai now. They had to turn this into a fantasy in order to give this a happy ending. The only way this series gets a happy ending is if it is a fucking fantasy, man. When the anime OP is actually self-aware. This is... They literally did the back to reality meme, man. Aware. This is becoming too aware now. With the is that a tissue? My dude, what was that? What is this? Obviously Clarice, I actually really like the concept of that. They were like, we're not going to make a harem anime opening. We're just gonna do our own thing now. We know we need to make this a fantasy in order to make it more realistic, man. Yeah, that can be the new number 10. Okay, I know this looks bad. The fact that Rent a Girlfriend is here and the fragrant flower blooms with you is here. And guys, it is not an indicator of the quality of the show. I am judging purely based on openings, guys. Full disclosure, you are sponsored by Rent a Girlfriend, bro. I wish, man. What a happy show. A nice wholesome show about making friends. Oh, I think I just really like the singer. So that was, I think Ano was like the perfect choice for the vocalist for this opening. Speaking of like talking about something that seems happy but has this like underlying emotion of depression and something sad that's going on. Ano's vocals are fucking perfect for that. This opening reminded me of the opening of Apocalypse Hotel, which is by someone different. Same fucking vibe, right? I just think this perfectly encapsulates the entire vibe of Takopi. Probably better than any other opening that we've seen so far. You watch this opening and I know exactly the type of show I'm going to be watching. It is clearly going to be a depressing show, but it's gonna be juxtaposed against some maybe happy comments, happy art and happy images and stuff like that. That I think is one of my favorite openings. I think that goes beyond the bop that is Call of the Night. What is next? Silent Witch. Silent Witch is a banger. Motherfucking faker ass thumbnail. All roads lead to her. Aww. Who's she doing this to? Motherfucker's going, shh. This library. This is a library. Shh. Strong opening for a strong show. Like I said, the animation of this show is also pretty damn good as well. Every time I watch a new show, I'm like, maybe this one is not going to have really, really good animation, but that one was good. I don't think it was as strong as some of the others that we've seen. That can go in honorable mentions. Oh, talking about shows that out of nowhere have amazing animation. We all like rocks, right, guys? Oh, I love me some rocks. I like it. Is the official name Ruri Rocks? I like how in the fucking Japanese title, they say specifically, the English name of this is Introduction to Minerology. And then Crunchyroll were like, nah, we're gonna call it Ruri Rocks. God damn. Yeah, those are some rocks, right, guys? We can all see some rocks right now. Damn. If we're not all passionate about fucking rocks right now. Holy shit. That did not feel like a slice of life opening. I really, really like the song. In fact, it was way more emotional than what I would expect for a show like this. If this was a new Mushoku Tensei opening, I'd be like, yo, yes, man. I'm hyped for this new season of Mushoku Tensei. And now I'm like, damn. Now we go mine some rocks. That's it. That's what we're doing. I'm gonna put that in honorable mentions. All right, we haven't done Dandadan yet. We haven't done the top show this season. Well, I said before with this opening that I was like, I really, really want them to keep the first opening because I don't see any way for an opening to encapsulate the entire energy of Dandadan better than the original season 1 opening by CreepyNuts. Even though I am a CreepyNuts fan, even though it might be a better song, already going into this, I don't see it being a better Dandadan opening than the first opening. Beautiful, man. Well, guys, I can quite confidently say after watching that my opinion holds. This is still a great opening. I still like it a lot, but there is no opening for Dandadan that is as perfect, that encapsulates the quirkiness of this show than season 1. And I will hold I hold that opinion after watching that. But I really, really liked it. Definitely suffering from season 2 opening syndrome, whereas like season 1 was so good, season 2 was just not going to be able to match up, man. Honestly, it's good enough that I still think it deserves to go up on there. It's about there for now. Rent a girlfriend OP above Ruri Rocks OP is wild. What do we want next? Water Mage OP? Oh, she's so guy making a bunch of friends. This reminds me of the animation style of the other fantasy anime. Okay, guys, I'm gonna need to narrow it down for you. The other fantasy anime, I can't remember the name of it, but the opening is just a girl getting on this dragon or something and flying, and the entire opening is just flying. The Guild Receptionist, that's it. This animation style reminds me of Guild Receptionist for some reason. Oh, and we got an elf girl as well. That was good. I enjoyed that opening. I think that at least deserves honorable mention. Wasn't feeling it enough to make it on the list, but I did enjoy that a lot. Yeah, I feel like I just wasn't feeling the song as much as other ones. Food Court KFC opening. Guys, it's been an hour and a half or something into this stream, and we've not had a brain rot opening yet. What is going on with this season? Okay, we're vibing with this one. Well, here you go. No, this isn't brain rot. You think this is brain rot? Motherfucker, you don't know what brain rot is. This is a nice, wholesome, just two girls being friends, like actual friends. All right, this is it. This ain't brain rot. Talk to me when you only have one more brain cell alive, fighting for its life. You know what? That is the epitome of just the opening, just like seeing an opening and just thinking, I'm a simple man. I see adorable anime girls dancing. I like it. A nice, wholesome anime opening. It's cute. Clevatess. What was that opening? This is one of my favorite fantasies airing this season. Okay. Yo, I feel like a 15-year-old edgy emo teenager again over the corpses of her enemies, guys. I can't put my finger on why, guys, but this opening is everything I feel like I would have loved when I was 15 years old. I don't even think this show is like, I think the show is actually pretty brutal itself, but holy shit, the energy of this opening is just like me listening to Linkin Park for the first time or some shit like that, man. I'm just like, I don't know why. That was one hell of an edgy ass opening. Okay, Panty and Stocking. Okay, well, we needed our seasonal brain rot somewhere. Finally, a song that we can all sing in karaoke. Well, that was a quick opening. 29 seconds. Why was that opening so quick? It did what it needed to. It said Panty and Stocking, and Panty and Stocking, and that's it. That's all we need. American style opening. Doesn't dwell on it. That's it. This is for you. That was an opening for the OP skippers. All right, Tougen Anki. Oral cigarettes? Yep, this is definitely a 2016 opening. Not a bad OP. I think the anime itself isn't the strongest one this season. Yeah, very 2010 shonen anime opening. I mean, it's the oral cigarettes. One or two more. Sakamoto Days Season 2. Like the comic book art style. What, Purple Blood? What is this? Danganronpa? Okay. I actually kind of with this song. This is weird because I don't know why. I can't actually think of like a criticism of this. It's fun. It's unique. There are some really cool shots in there. I like the song as well. I can't really think of any criticisms. I just don't think I'm going to remember a lot of this, especially compared to some of the other openings. And I don't know why, because I'm looking at this. I'm like, I can't really think of a bad thing to say about it. I just don't think I'm gonna remember it. I think that deserves at least an honorable mention. Give me the best one. What's the best one we haven't watched yet? Watanabe? I'm seeing a lot of that. Oh, fuck. This is what you chose? I see what your priorities are, chat. Oh, it is a fun song. Are they saying Yuri or Muri? Okay, Muri. I thought they were saying Yuri. My brain is just broken, guys. You're hearing what you want to hear. No. God. Okay, I know exactly what the inspiration for this song is. This song sounds like one of the mad edits you'd find on Nico Nico, or some shit like that. That was a fun 100% straight opening with some girls and their friends. I don't think I'm going to put it on honorable mentions, but that was a fun one. That was a fun one. Fine, guys, I'll do Arknights. Okay. Last one. The reason I didn't click on this was because it said 37 seconds. Why is YouTube just glitching out like this? And it says 13 years ago. What is fucking going on with YouTube right now? Damn, where are we in Arknights right now, man? The gacha community once again carrying the anime industry. Am I right, boys? Damn, this looks beautiful though. Animation is great. That was a nice song, a nice one. That was the kind of opening where, unless you know what's going on, I don't think it's something that you can really appreciate, because I was like, damn, a lot of dramatic things going on. I'm not caught up to Arknights, so I'm like, I don't really have any emotional attachment to that. It was okay. Which means this is the final list. No, it is not a top 10 this time. It is a top 9. Damn. Okay, that is my top 9 for what I watched this season. I'm sure there is going to be a lot of opinions about this. And yeah, I do think that this was not as strong as the previous season, but the previous season was just absolutely stacked in terms of anime openings. This one, kind of more on what I would expect for your typical anime openings and how many bangers we would expect. But a lot of good ones, a lot of bangers this season. But that's been it from me. I've been Giguk, and I'll see you all next time.